Ano ba ha?
Oh, kuya.
Lamig.
Narang kuya kiniki di ba na bagi advertisement?
Balay sila Mynjur Jylla di. Papinyan kerpang kini. Like link bang kasyulong advertisement.com. Pinyo buat kijing pedla. Bat kiberta kishula. Link bang kasyulong advertisement.com.
Ka jingilang ka Kanhun Menteri ka Sorkar Jylla Meghalaya kala Mynjur ya ka externally aided project haka kerteng jong ka Meghalaya Eco-Tourism Infrastructural Development Project. Umitirang ba ka Jylla kanrat ke sangma ula pentip ba ka project ba khandai $1 million na ka NDB bat menta ka NDB lambat ka Sorkar India kindon kam ya ki EAP ki ba Mynjur da ka jingilang Kanhun Menteri.
We took up the other two agendas. One was regarding an approval of an externally aided project under the name of the Meghalaya Eco-Tourism Infrastructure Development Project. This is a $98 million project from NDB, and now the NDB requires, and the Government of India requires, these EAPs to be approved by the Cabinet. So we have approved that in the Cabinet. So this is basically a project for development of infrastructure for experiential ecotourism in Meghalaya. So basically this will be related to ecotourism projects, infrastructure, projects like landscaping and building of tourism amenities in different locations. It also looks at revamping overall infrastructure for tourism. It looks at different cultural aspects and how to improve the infrastructure around those areas. Heritage walks like the David Scott Trail, different aspects of the tourism spots that we have. So basically it's in and around the overall development of infrastructure throughout the state. We're also looking at holistic village developments. So we're going to adopt villages in one way and then improve the overall tourism projects around those areas. There is also some component of road connectivity also in that. So things like these, there are many components. I don't think it will be possible for me to go through all of them. But in nutshell, basically it's regarding the infrastructural development around different tourist destinations.
Hakawai pat kaliang ka Jylla Kanhun Menteri kala Mynjur ka office memorandum kabadai ka thup ki kandon nak banta ka jing a ya ka income bat ka asset certificate na banta ki brio ki buduna ka yo ka kod hak Jylla Meghalaya.
We have also approved the office memorandum which is for the guidelines of issuance of income and asset certificate for the economically weaker section in the state of Meghalaya. If you remember and recall that in the Parliament, in the Assembly, when we had the session, somebody had raised about the certificates for the economically weaker sections, and there the guidelines or the OM had been issued by the Government of India, but state government had not issued the OMs in reference to that. So that was rectified in one way, and today we have approved the OM, and this basically is for reservation for economically weaker sections in civil posts and services in Government of India offices and posts, and admissions in educational institutions, which are obviously central institutions. This, as I mentioned in my reply in the Assembly also, that this is applicable to persons who are not covered under the existing schemes of reservation for the scheduled caste, the scheduled tribes, and the socially and educationally backward classes. So therefore, this does not apply to majority of the population of Meghalaya, and this is applicable to minusing those categories who are already under the existing schemes of reservations of all the scheduled tribe and the caste, scheduled caste, and economically and socially backward. So the families whose incomes are less than 8 lakhs, they will get this economically weaker section certificate. But if these families also, in spite of having 8 lakhs and less income, if they still have 5 acres of agricultural land and above, they will not be entitled to this certification. If they have residential flat of 1,000 square feet, if they have residential plot of 100 square yards, and if they have residential plot of 200 square yards in non-municipal areas. even they will not be entitled. So we had to only approve these guidelines in these OMs, which is what was done today. So this certificate, they will be, as I said, it's meant to give the for services, civil posts and services in Government of India, and admission in education institutions, more specifically run by Government of India.